Hey guys, and welcome back to a precarious situation on Let's Play Xenogears. And by, it should be along any time, it's along right now. Not a whole lot of suspense to leave things on, but I was running short on time, and I wanted to show a little extra from this boss. There's actually two ways you can do this. It's not really two separate takes on the boss fight, it's just two separate strategies. One is much easier than the others. This strategy that I'm going to show you now doesn't have the ether doubler, doesn't have anything to boost her ether damage, that her being of course Ellie, and basically just leaves you with the normal enemy and your normal magnetic coats and all that kind of good stuff. Just so you know, none of his techs will heal you any HP in battle. They just do restored defense, pretty much like any other healing item. Now, first things first, this enemy cannot take any damage from physical attacks. He takes damage from ether attacks. Now, there are two different strategies for going up against this guy. Well, basically two different types of ether attacks you can use. You can use Ellie's ether attacks, which causes him to enlarge. Once he's done this twice, his attack goes up twice, his defense goes down twice, and he can start hitting all three party members with an attack that does about 1,000 damage. He also can take, at this point right now, he still is going to take no damage from even an X attack from Brigadier. He can leech some fuel too, which doesn't really matter. Now, you can keep attacking him with just Billy's ether gun, which is his square attack, because that's ether based as well, even in his gear form, and that won't cause him to increase in size or in attack power. But this strategy does take some time. Air rods will do quite a bit more damage, but since we haven't boosted up its damage at all in this attempt anyway, yeah, see, it only does 1,500, which isn't too bad considering he only has 7,000 HP. But this is the attack I was talking about. It missed two of them because response coats are awesome. Or, not response coats, magnetic coats. But, in this case, now we've hit him a bit, so we can start hitting him with some death blows, hopefully deal some damage, but not really all that much. You have to keep hitting them with more ether attacks, and by the time you've lowered them to the point where he can actually take a good amount of damage from normal attacks, you've basically got him dead. As you can tell, I've probably done, close to 3,000. He's only got 7,000 HP. Let's try this again with an ether doubler, a power magic, and 2 E-circuits on Ellie. Okay, reloaded there, and this time I've got ether doubler and all this other good stuff. So yeah, this guy unfortunately gets to go first, and he gets to siphon some fuel. Let's charge with you. Go to special options, hit air rods. This did 1,500 before without being boosted. You want to know what it does now? With all of that effort trying to boost it up, we one-hit KO'd this boss. I love being able to manipulate battle systems, and I will... Oh, I might be redoing that fight. Yeah, I think I'm going to redo the fight to get some better stat gains, because other than Ellie, those sucked. But we learned Blue Cologne, which is another attack. I would assume it would up his defense. We also get a gun, which is a guaranteed drop for this fight, as well as 10,000 G. So I'm going to get some better stat gains, and I'll be right back. Alright, that time was a little better. Still kind of difficult to get all of them to get decent stat gains all in the same battle. Anyway, for all of that effort, we get a thank you from Billy. Yeah, something you probably couldn't have done because you're not Ellie and you don't have an ether doubler. Sometimes. What do you mean, what are they thinking? Oh, okay. You keep doing that, bud. We'll give you a ride, since otherwise you'll be, swimming or flying in your gear and probably running out of fuel partway across. Oh. Well, before we do that, I'm actually going to meet you at the Orphanage. And before I do that, I want to show you what Billy's gear comes equipped with. Junk, junk, and more junk. So, let's take a look at this. We actually got a better gun, but we have no ammo for it. So, we're going to put the other one back on since it's the only one we have any ammo for. And yeah, don't have any ammo to switch on that, so let's give him magnetic coats there and call her a day. So yeah, I will meet you over at the Orphanage. There's one thing we need to get there, and then I will meet you over at the Ethos headquarters. Oh, nope, no, don't want to run away. There we go, I got to talk to her this time. Okay then, and that's why she runs around the entire property for the entire game, pretty much. Anyway, in order to get this item, you need to have collected all of the books from before. The first one is talking to the person that was up top there. And the second one, you needed Rico in your party and go in this room. And the third was, I think, the guy up on top of the bed there. Once you've collected all of those books and you have Billy in your party, I don't think he needs to be in your party for this sequence. It's probably something that's required. Move it out of the way, thank you. But once you do that, you get B&J gun. And I don't think it announces it, but you get some ammo with it as well. That's pretty much all I came for. It's an upgrade over what he was using. Speaking of upgrades, when I was in the area there, I managed to get the next level of ammo for him. As you can see, I've only got, well, 3 extra rounds of it, but it's a little better than that. It's actually not as good as this one. As you can see, that brings me up to 60. And if I put this one on with this, it's only 51. But I don't have a way of replenishing that ammo, so I'm not going to use it while I'm working on building up his death blows, which I will be doing in the next area that we're in there. But that's pretty much all I wanted to do here. I would recommend you pick that up because we will eventually be able to buy ammo for that gun. But yeah, I will meet you over at the Ethos HQ. Okay, we're back. What the hell happened here? That's unexpected. What is going on here? Oh, looks like somebody's still holding on. Is that guy that didn't like me before? A gunshot. We only know 2 or 3 people that use guns, other than, of course, gears and mechs and all that stuff. Unfortunately, yeah, kind of. This... what is it? Oh, come on, Jesse, you wouldn't. What kind of desperation? That's the thing, he hasn't really shown that he's all that desperate. Though I guess having that fight with Billy the night before we went to the transport ship there may have had something to do with it. Doesn't matter who you have in your party, they all say pretty much the same thing. None of these people say anything particularly interesting. One thing to note is I have switched my party. As you can tell, party setup is very similar to the way it was before, except for Satan now has what Bart was having before, and I put the power ring on her because we won't be any gears here. Speaking of gears, the weapon we won from that last boss fight was this gun here, and if you see here, it doesn't come with any ammo, but if you just go to the store in the Yggdrasil, the gear store, it sells this kind of ammo, so I just bought 5 of those, and I bought 4 of those to go with this, so that I'd have backup for all of that. Not that we're using those gears in here, but I just figured it'd be a good idea to have them. And the one battle that I ran into along the way, somebody leveled up, that would have been Satan, and he now has a way to remove physical effects, though considering items have less of a cooldown time. I don't see why you would want a spell to do it when the items are cheap as balls anyway. But anyway, we now have pretty much the most magic-heavy party you could possibly have at this point in the game. And this will be the party going forward. So let's head in here. Now, there's lots of areas around here that really don't have any purpose to explore. So I'm going to be avoiding lots of different places. What the hell do we have here? Who are you? These are assassins. There are two different types of assassins in here. And I'm not sure if the back ones count, but yeah, there's two different types of assassins in here. Let's just go straight to using death blows to take them out, except for with Billy, who needs to work on his new ones there. Yeah, so there's two different kinds. He's going to kill me next turn, so in fact I am... Let's just go with the big shot there. Tends to do enough damage to take most of these guys out sometimes. I guess not. And what does that do? That inflicts stop. That's no good. Let's end you here. Yeah, you definitely... I think it was the one in the back that was going to kill me, and not the one in the front. At least I hope it wasn't the one in the front. Should have shown off one of his other death blows instead. Oh well. I just naturally go for the most powerful one that he has. So we got Lincoln. I'm not going to go out of my way to show off all the different death blows, but I will show off as many as I can. Just in kind of normal encounters. You do get a lot of experience around here. Not really all that money. They can drop Aquasols, not that those really matter. Who are these people anyway? Yeah, they're kind of dead. So there's got to be somebody alive. So our new goal now is to find somebody that's still alive. Now, first things first, there is another fight, or not. Okay, so they're both random battles and scripted battles. This is one of the scripted battles. Purge. These guys couldn't possibly be sent by Solaris, could they? Stupid battles. Alright, so we saw some of these before. Some of these we can move out of the way. I can't remember which ones off the top of my head, but that's pretty much all there is in that room, just the scripted battle. Figure I might as well show it off since it's a new line of dialogue. If you head all the way over there to the left, it'll take you to a path that will loop around to another direction that we're going to go in a minute. But for now, let's just stay up here since there's a few scripted battles up here. Oh. Okay, so the enemies that'll try and kill you are actually the ones with the long claws, the ones in the front row in that first battle. Every other set of enemies that I've run into has been either one set of assassins or another, so showing off the enemies multiple times just seems kind of pointless, even if they are storyline battles. Though I should probably heal up after that battle. There we go. Yeah, Billy's innate ether stat is really good for healing. It's much better than Satan's. His heal all does a lot. So let's just go over here. One more scripted battle. And that's pretty much it. I'll meet you back downstairs there. Okay, we got some dialogue, so I'll show that off. Now I'll meet you downstairs. Okay, we do actually get some dialogue if we go into some of these rooms here, so I might as well go into them. I was going to meet you downstairs a couple of times, but figured I might as well check in these rooms even though there's nothing on my map that shows that I actually need to go into them. But let's take a look anyway. Oh, there's people we can talk to. Probably dead. Yeah, I think you're probably in trouble. So I don't think you're going to be able to get out of here. Okay there. Through another battle. No dialogue in here, so let's just head on back out. One more room. I'll just start jump cutting to rooms after this and see if there's anything worth talking to or any dialogue in each. We'll just see that. Okay, I'm just at the bottom of the stairs here. None of the rooms on this floor have anything special in them. If you do go over here, you'll head to the same area that you'll go to if you head down here. So I'm going to take this path since it's closer to the items that I want. There seems to be a lot of battles initiated as soon as you touch a doorway in this area. So kind of be aware that just because it looks like there's a doorway doesn't mean you're free from battles. What's been exposed? Rebelling against you? Does that mean the church is working with these people? And after that battle, Billy finally learned his last of his abilities that he can actually learn, so he's all caught up with everybody else now, which is nice. I can show off some of his other techniques once we actually find a new battle, which unfortunately won't be in this area. Alright, so once you're down here, the room we came from, I believe is right there. So we want to center our camera north, head over to the left here, which for some reason takes quite some time. And, oops, forgot to mute the phone. And head up through here, which should take us to... There we go. 2 chests, an Aquasol DX, a battle. Okay, after that last battle, it glitched out on me and I just had to redo pretty much the entire video. Well, as soon as I got into Ethos anyway. So I just mistakenly grabbed the gold nugget there while I was trying to get to the door, just so you know, there is a third item here, as opposed to these two. Hopefully no more battles will glitch up on me. There's another CLAR in case you didn't get enough earlier. Yeah, this is the reason why I was thinking there was one of those dressers that could be moved. Well, you don't actually have to move it, as you can see. It's just kind of already out of the way, and that was the reasoning for why I was thinking that. Anyway, now that we've accomplished this, I probably should have checked my map ahead of time. I will actually do that real quick. Okay, so there's nothing else to the left there, so let's head back to the right. If you're kind of wondering where we are, right down here is where we got to this section of the area. There's nothing down there that I know of. I'll just go take a quick peek. Oh, there's somebody alive in here. Let's talk to you real quick. Seems to be. Though one of them was saying something about, I was trying to say that one of those other people mentioned something about needing, you know, there being some kind of a relationship between this group and the Ethos at one point. Anyway, there's nobody in this room. Damn. So there's 3 rooms here. 2 of them contain people. Of course, I chose the one that had nobody. These are actually plot important people. Who are you? You don't know. Oh, you don't know anything. Are you, like, hurt? Are you, like, lost a windpipe? Or are you just, like, that out of it that you can't figure out words? Kind of like me. You're from Shivat? Oh, you have to contact Shivat. Oh. Oh, I assumed it was the refugee was female. Mainly because of the long hair, but apparently that's a guy. Okay, so he does have a wound. Anyway, as soon as you've done that, I think that's pretty much all you have to do. I think this is actually required because that character has significance on the plot later. I'm not sure if this one is required, but let's do it anyway because it's Big Joe. Came all the way to save you. Not really, buddy. Someday you'll brag about saving you. In fact, I will, sir. Later on, there is good reason that I saved you today. I don't know if anything that is supposed to happen later in the game doesn't happen if you don't rescue him, or if the next scene won't just, like, will refuse to start if you don't rescue him, but yeah, I'm not too sure. But that's pretty much all the time I have for this episode of Let's Play Xenogears. Next time, we will figure out if any semblance of logic can be applied to this situation. Can we figure out why these people are there? If they have some connection to the Ethos? Who is doing what? And how do we get past all this and save everybody? But that'll have to happen next time, so yeah, I'll see you guys next time.